Hi everyone, welcome back to Gray is Gorgeous. Today I'm going to be talking about using up cosmetics. How long does it actually take to use up some cosmetics? I know when we watch YouTube videos, we buy things that other people recommend and we think, oh my God, I can't wait, I'm going to use it, it's going to be great. And then we end up adding it to our very large collections of makeup. Now, some of you may not do that. Some of you may use only one product and use it till it's done and then buy the next product. And when I started my YouTube channel, that's actually what I did. I bought a CoverGirl 4-pan quad and I used it up until I hit pan on almost all 4 pans. And then I would buy another one of the exact same color because it worked for me. But then I started getting hooked on watching makeup YouTube videos and I started buying more and more products, and I ended up buying so many more products than I actually really needed. And so I kind of want to go over how long does it take to actually finish a product. And so I'll show you a few of mine that I'm working on to use up, and we'll talk a little bit about that. Let's get started. All right, so for example, here is the Flower Beauty blush and then Sweet Pea, and as you can see, I have used quite a bit of it. Now, one tip to using up products is to use them every day, 365 days a year, and that will help you to go through your products and actually use them. And I think a lot of the time you'll end up hitting the expiration date long before you actually use up the product. So it's up to you as to whether you want to go by the expiration date or you want to go by the fact that you've used the product up. Now, I do have to say there's something very satisfying about using a product till its entirety because you feel better about it. I mean, if you have tons of products that you don't use, you can almost have like a guilt factor going on about, geez, I buy all of this makeup, I have all of this makeup, I haven't used a lot of it. But so this is very satisfying to see the bottom of the pan, to know you are actually getting your money's worth and using all of the product up. So that's how you do it. You use it every single day until it's used up. So you may be wondering, how long does it take to get to this point? It takes a very, very long time. I think I purchased this during, I have one video on it and I haven't looked back on the string, but I purchased this during COVID and it's still going and I use it every single day. And it seemed like it was going fast for a while and now it's kind of stopped again or slowed down. But I would say the average blush of this size, if you use it every single day or maybe multiple times a day, if you add a little color in the afternoon, then you may use it faster. But I would say that a blush like this could last you anywhere from 2 to 2.5 years, maybe even 3 years. So the expiration date on this particular one is 6 months. So that's up to you. Some people go, oh, I don't want to use things past their expiration date, so I just throw them out and get new. That's completely up to you. I felt like, I needed to use it, but I also do really love it too. And that's the other thing I wanted to talk about. That's the other side of this, is buying things that you really, really, really love and only having those in your collection. That keeps it very simple. It makes it easy for you to wear the stuff that you like and have it around you and not have a bunch of clutter of things that you don't really, really like. So, yeah, I can't believe it. So it's been almost 2 years on this and I'm still holding strong, but I'm starting getting to the point where I'm thinking, geez, should I just throw it out and buy another one, or should I just completely use it up? I don't know that outer ring, how much longer that's going to take. It could take a year, I don't know. But it has been satisfying seeing it get to this point. Then I bought the L'Oreal Infallible while I was, away, and I hit pan on that pretty quickly. I was using it every day, and I was using the powder as the foundation every single day. Now, if I just use it as a powder just to dust over my liquid foundation, then I don't use it as much, but using it as a foundation, I go through it pretty quick. So that's where I'm at on that one. And this one I haven't had that long, maybe 5 months, I would say, but I had it around that much time before I actually started using it. I think I only started using it probably about 2 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago. So that's not too bad. But it is a foundations, and foundations, I think you will find that you will go through a lot faster than you will go through any of your other makeup. And depending on what application process you use, if you use a sponge, the sponge absorbs a lot of the liquid foundation, and so foundations can go a lot quicker there. Now, this is the e.l.f. Bite Size in Cream and Sugar, and I am working my way through these. These two I probably will not use at all. It's these two on the end that I use the most. As you can see, I've hit pan on that one. I have gone through quite a few of these during my respite. I went through the rose one entirely. I do have to admit, though, that I did drop it and it did break it at one point, which took out a lot of the product. So, but I went through one of those, and then I went through the Essence one, the Made for, is it Made for Mauves? I went through the Essence one and used that up in its entirety, and I really love that. That would be a repurchase for me. I really, really like that one. I don't have it here. Sorry, I don't have it here to show you, but I really did like that one. And I also finished the LA Girl 10 pan palette that I showed on one of my videos, and I don't have that one here for you either, but I went through that one, and that one was good too. It was a lot of colors that I used. And one thing that you learn when you go through palettes and actually use them up is you learn actually what colors you really like, what colors you gravitate to, and what colors you will use over and over and over again. And then this is the Pacifica Powder that I actually put inside this CoverGirl case. Because the CoverGirl I used up. So this Pacifica powder now, I'm just using it to set my eyebrows and underneath my shadow. So it's going pretty quick, but it is going, and it is a little bit older. I do feel like it's very expired, but it still works. So I wanted to use it up. Again, there's a satisfaction in using it up. Then I bought this L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It. And this is in the shade 01 Light Clair. And as you can see, this is a gongo pan. It's so much bigger than like the CoverGirl. As you can see the size of that. It is quite a large pan, but it is also really shallow. So this is the bronzer, and I am going through it and using it up. But I have had this for approximately, I've been using it every day for about 6 months. So that's that one. So you get an idea of how long the product will last. And I think the expiration date, ew, there's no expiration date on this. So I don't know. Let's see if there's one on the L'Oreal Infallible. Oh, yes, there is one on the L'Oreal Infallible, and it is 24 months. So, you know, a year or two, but I think I can finish this up comfortably. So anyway, those are the ones that I'm working on panning, so to speak, and using up. And you may have some in your collection that you're using up. And so I just felt like it's so satisfying. I wanted to do this video to show you that you can use products up if you use them every day. That's the key. And how long it takes, so you get roughly an idea. So when you're ready to reach for that new purchase, realize that it's going to take a while to use it. So it could take, 6 months, it could take 8 months, it could take a year, it could take 2 years to finish up one product. So if you really have a color that you really, really like, just know that that thing's going to last you a long time. So before you need to buy more, there used to be a time where I would look at something like this and I'd go, oh, I better buy another one. I'm going to need another one soon. But I know now how long it takes to actually use the powder products. So I don't need to buy one soon. And the most common products that I go through very regularly are brow pencils. I go through those like, I have to buy like 4 or 5 at a time and have some on hand. So, and those I go through maybe every 2 to 3 weeks. So I go through about 2 brow pencils a month, maybe a pencil and a half sometimes, depending on what the color is. If it's the blonde Joa, the cool blonde, I generally go through 2 of those, but now I switched to the taupe. It's a little bit darker, has a little bit of a darker color, and so I don't seem to use as much, so maybe I'll go through maybe 1 of those a month, but it's pretty much on the regular for that. Anyway, I just wanted to do a short video on that because I think we're living in a society where we overbuy, we buy too much, we don't know how much, we're actually using. So this gives you a good idea of how long your products will last using them once every day. And maybe that will help you in your selection when you're selecting products to only have the things that you like. And just know when you purchase one that you'll be using that product for 6, 8 months, maybe even up to 2 years. And that will help you with your selection. Also, another thing I think it does too is if you're one of my silver sisters out there who doesn't buy makeup at the drugstore and you buy more higher end makeup, just know that you're really getting your money's worth. So if you do pay $45 or $30 for a blush versus $14, then you're gonna have it for 2 or 3 years. You're gonna get your money's worth. So in that case, you don't have to feel bad about spending that much on a particular blush, especially if it's one that is tried and true for you and you've used it time and time again and you love it. Then it's worth the $45 rather than have a drawer full of blushes, unless that's how you like it, unless you like to have more and more of a selection. Then you can do that. But otherwise, don't feel bad if you're spending $30 or $45 on a blush, especially if it's one that you like, because it will last you quite a while. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope this content was helpful for you, and we'll catch you next time. Bye for now.